This weekend, I'm playing in an A tier. I've never seen the course before. I'm playing in MA1, and as I'm speaking, I think they're still clearing brush off the course. It's going to be raw, wild, untamed Canadian jungle, and I'm looking forward to it. Something about playing a course blind when it matters is a lot of fun. I did that earlier this year on Salt Spring Island. All I knew is that it was a golf course and it was long. And it was a lot of fun to build the bag. I kind of stressed over it, and it all worked out. Ended up getting third place in that event. People I played with were fantastic. The course was great, and I'm looking forward to this one too. So this is an in the bag video about the discs I plan on bringing to the first round of the larger than life disc golf festival at Yukon Territorial Championships. So I've got my grip bag here. Christmas present for my lovely wife. Thanks again. Start with putting putters. So these are a couple K3 Recos that have seen more action than Hugh Hefner. So I think I'm actually going to switch them out for these much newer ones. And actually the black ones are a little slicker too. I have to watch these. I've been practicing putting for a while out here. And then next we have understable putter for short shots. I don't know what the length of these holes are. All I know is that it's on a ski hill. The first 2 or 3 holes are supposed to be using the slopes, relatively open, long shots. I think the first hole is 850 feet, but on a downhill par 4. And then after that, it goes into the woods and utilizes old mining roads. I snuck onto the property very briefly earlier in the week to try to find a basket. I found one, and around it were just stacks and stacks of stuff cleared out of the way. I couldn't understand the fairway for the life of me. I don't know where you throw to this basket from. I think it was the 16th or 17th hole that I was standing on. But like I said, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun, and everyone's really looking forward to it. My understable throwing putter is another K3 Reco. And then I stable up with a K1 Glow Reco. It's just throw it flat, get a little bit of turn, but not as much as the K3, and then a bit more of a finish. And after that, for my more stable throwing putter, I use this Axiom Envy. This thing is fantastic. It definitely has a much greater fade than both the Recos. You can throw in a little bit of Anheuser. If you give it enough height, it can reliably come back as long as the angle out of the hand isn't too aggressive. And then after that, a couple Discraft zones. This is my Mike Tyson zone. You can see by its tattooed face because there's no room left on the back. This might be my actual best disc. It's definitely the one that sees the most aces. It's got 5, so it might be time to hang it up pretty soon, but maybe one more before we call it quits. And then this guy's a backup because you can't have enough zones. This one is very, very new to my bag. I just got this for Father's Day. It is a Discraft Swarm. Super overstable. I want to give this a go because I don't know what to expect on this course except tight wooded lines for the most part. That's what I keep hearing. And I think that this will be a good disc that I can throw on an Anheuser on a backhand and have it reliably come out. I haven't thrown this on a forehand yet. I threw it on a couple of Spikeheisers, and it was fantastic. So I want to give this one a shot, at least in round 1. And then after, I don't really do mid-ranges too much. I don't like the rims generally. I find them kind of chunky in the hand, a little awkward to hold. So I'll just take these discs because they're very similar. These are both Casaplast. This is the Stieg and the Cax Z, out of production Cax Z. And the Stieg is a little less stable. It's that leopard slot where you want that hyzer flip, maybe a bit of turn, and a touch of fade at the end, where the Cax Z, I find, comes out of the hand very, very straight, and then just a bit more fade. So these are both really, really strong woods discs. And then after, we've got the Discraft Athena. And then this is just like, it's your T-bird slot. Everyone kind of has one, and you want it just to come out, get straight, and then dump. So on some of the courses that we have here, this is a very, very good disc, and also fights wind reliably. And then here we have two K1 Falks, and this is my understable fairway. What are the numbers? 9, 6, -2, 1. So these are going to be these are hyzer flip to slight turn discs. The roller discs, I don't think we're going to be rolling much. The hole that I saw still had like untrodden moss. It was very, very raw. It's going to be a bushwhacking adventure. I'm hopeful to get some footage of it to share with you guys. But I love these discs. I like something that can get up on a backhand and go right, and then doesn't have to come back. And then again, just give it more hyzer, the flip to flat, and it'll just go longer than, say, the Stieg. And beyond that, I just put this Champion Sidewinder back into the bag. It's more stable than the 9.5 -3.1 numbers would suggest. I actually like this disc for forehand hyzer flip ups with a little bit of turn. It's been the best disc that I own for that shot, which isn't a shot that I'm hoping I have to use very often, but it is there in case I need it. So this will generally be a tricky situation where I want that forehand play to go left before maybe a little bit of right. And then I've got two K1 Lutes. I use this as my distance driver. I don't have a ton of arm speed. I don't have incredibly good form. There's three things that I round: my change, my body, and my backhand form. And so this disc, though, is generally my farthest flyer. I clocked a throw-in the other day at 382 feet, which for me was quite exciting. I know for some people that's what they throw a mid-range at, and congratulations. That must be nice. But this disc comes out reliably straight to fade, and it gives me the most reliable distance of anything that I generally carry. The 9-speed rim is the most comfortable rim for my hand, and so I use a lot of 9 speeds. After that, I have two K1 Stalls. This green guy is my most busy forehand disc. If I am going to be throwing a longer forehand, then I reach for this disc. This one's old. This is a pre-flight number, Poison Green. This is before Poison Green was really cool. And then this orange one is just less beat in. It's newer. So I use this if I still want a longer forehand but more fade, then this is going to dump sooner than this guy. And this one I can throw on more of an anhyzer, and it's more reliable to come out, where this one might not fight out of that as well as the orange one, but this one can definitely travel further. I think like I can get this one around 300, and so this one would be more of like probably a 260, 270. And then the last disc I've got here, and I only use this for tomahawk overhands, which I know sounds silly, is this Flippy Grim. And they don't make these anymore, but this disc is pretty neat. You throw it out on a tomahawk and it gets out of the hand and it flips over so fast and drops. So it's very reliably straight. I use this to get over trees. I use this on tee shots that are very, very downhill to help control the distance. And it's I don't use it often, but when I do, it's almost always good. So it's nice to have this in the bag. Anyway, that's all I'm carrying for the first round of this event. I'm quite excited. And like I said, I'm hopeful to get some footage and show it to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.